Hi guys, welcome to another video by AntiquesArena. My name is Walter O'Neill and here's another video of some of my buys. Not everything you buy is a star lot. Sometimes this job is about the work in stock. And I was offered this collection of perfume bottles, and to be totally honest with you, at the price they were offered to me, I just couldn't turn them down. I've paid £65 for about 150 perfume bottles, so it's really cheap. I have 4 here that are not even perfume bottles, they're Chinese Porcelain snuff bottles, and they're going to go from £15 to £20 each. So my money's going to be almost back on these 4 Porcelain bottles. I've then got some beautiful Art Deco ones, Stuart Crystal, Royal Dalton Crystal, Stuart Crystal. I got some beautiful Egyptian style glass ones. I've got some Caithness Crystal, a few modern ones. The people who collected these travelled the world, and it seems everywhere they went they collected and bought a perfume bottle. You got a beautiful one here in black glass with gilding from Marcel of France, Paris. Marcel's. So there's some really good names here too. There's no Lalique. There was one here that I thought may have been Lalique. It is the same design, but it's not the Lalique glass, unfortunately. It's a copy. And that was this one here. I've had this one here with the 2 doves in Lalique, but sadly this one isn't. There's a really nice collection here. Some overlaid and cut glass. What can I say? It's a real nice job lot. Now I'm going to take out the ones that I feel need to go on the boot sale for £1 or 2 each. But they're standing me in 30-40 pence a piece. So cheap. But at the same time there's a lot of work here. And when I say there's a lot of work, I mean there's a lot of work. However, what I intend to do is I'm going to select between 10 and 20 perfume bottles, and I'm going to take them to the shop and I'm going to be selling them between £5 and £15 each. I'll probably just take, to be honest with you, I'll take all the good ones, these types, the Stuart Crystal, the Royal Daltons, things like that, the Caithness Crystal. I'll take all them to the shop first, because to be honest with you, they're going to sell straight away. They're not going to be a problem. Then I'm going to have a selection, a little choice of some of these Egyptian style. And I'm going to do an entire shelf in the shop for a couple of weeks, or see how it goes, for a week or 2, and fill it and just say all the perfume bottles £5 across the board. So once I've taken the better ones out, I'm going to select them, and then, as I said, I'm not going to have to price them individually. I'm just going to put a sign on their perfume bottles, £5 each. I might get 20, 30, 40 on a shelf. They're reasonable size shelves, and I'm just going to let someone go, I'll have that one please, I'll have that one please, and see how they go. And to be honest with you, it'll be a good little tester for the shop anyway, to see how these perfume bottles go. I've even got some Avon ones. Now it's not something I'd go out and buy individually, so being the fact that it's a collection I bought in for so cheap, then it wouldn't matter to me. If I can't sell them, I'll take all the good names out here, all the really nice ones that I consider to be expensive. I'll take all these Chinese Porcelain boxes out here, the snuff bottles. This one's even got calligraphy on it, which is beautiful. So I'll take those out of there. I'll take the Art Deco, the Ainsley Porcelain, and then I could simply go to the car boot sale and say £2 or £3 each, and they'll go within the day. I'll sell 90% of them in one day, and then whatever's left will go £1 each on the next time. So, but I'm going to try it at the shop, and to be honest with you, if they start buying the perfume bottles at the shop, it'll be another little area I can maybe make a few pound on, because I do see a lot of perfume bottles. And to be honest with you, if you pick them up for 50p and sell them for a fiver pretty quick, you're still getting 10 times your money on a return, which is nothing wrong with that. Even if it is lower money, You got to sell a few more items, which means, you know, going in and out the cabinets a few more times, wrapping up a few more pieces, dealing with a few more customers. Or you could be lucky and hit one woman who will say, I want that, 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 and that at them prices, and they take 4, 5 a week, 6 a week, and build up a nice little collector for perfume bottles. I've got them with people with coins. They're already coming in and buying groups of coins off me and good coins off me. So yeah, fingers crossed. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a nice little look at all these perfume bottles now. Hopefully you'll enjoy having a look at them. I may do a little research on one or two just to give you some idea online, but to be totally honest with you, this type on eBay is going to be anywhere from £10 to £20. The Stuart Crystal again, £10 to £20. Yes, you're going to find people selling for £2 and £3, but that's just people being fish. Genuinely, you know, when you got a nice, real nice quality cut crystal perfume bottle by Stuart, Lord Alton or Edinburgh or something, you want to be asking a tenner for it, only at least. So there's a few here that are going to be decent money, and then we'll try what we can at the fiver each. You have to excuse me, it's been a long day again. I'm in my pyjamas, I've just had a nice bath, it's pitch black outside, so it's getting late. So I'm going to get this film wrapped up pretty soon, wrap them all up so they're out the way of the children. I've got bubble wrap everywhere at the moment, and then I can get to bed up early for work. So I'm going to show you these now and hopefully you'll enjoy, guys. It's a nice little group. Cheap items, but you know what? Collectible, and they'll appeal to the ladies. See you in a minute. Okay, so it's not really a lot I can say. I'm more going to just give you a little browse over them. You can see what you see if there's anything there you like. Feel free to comment. These Egyptian types, they're awful strange on eBay. I had a look, I will show you in a minute. I had a look on eBay. They start at a couple of quid and go all the way up to 30 quid for one, and then you got someone else sells a job lot, a collection like that for like 50 quid. It's strange, but even the 50 quid, it would still be a good earner. I'll take some photos as well, guys, of some of the nicer ones. They're not all brilliant, they really ain't, but you take the good with the bad. Even these here, you know, they're Avon. Would I ever go out and buy Avon? No. However, I'll soon know if there's a collector from in the shop. You know, look at that. Modern, I know, but people like shoes, people like perfume bottles, they're very girly. It might just be a little novelty line for me for the shop. Just something cheap for people to come in and, you know, pick something nice. Now I know that's a good one. One of the boys have already mentioned this one to me. They have said the designer of it. I'll have to have a look online. You got some really nice ones. You got Caithness for here. There's quite a few of the Caithness to be honest with you, and there's the label. So you can't really mistake the Caithness. Yeah, that's quite nice. So there are a few really nice ones here. Yeah, that's for a small one. A nude lady. There's the Art Deco one. You got Stuart Crystal there, still got his label on it. Ainsley, pair of Bohemian, overlaid in cut crystal. This one's quite interesting. It's white metal, inlaid with some sort of enamel and stone. You have the it's Chinese symbol. I know that symbol anyway. I think it's the peace symbol or something like that. Can't think off the top of my head a minute, but I know I've got some rings in the shop with that symbol. But this may actually be silver. I'm going to have to acid test it. It could be a low grade silver. Here's the Chinese Clasone. Spectacular pieces. Let me move these out the way. These are my favourite and my money back, to be honest with you. Now, I have told you in the past, Clasone is almost wire work and then they fill it in with enamel. But these, I think, have also been hand painted on enamel. So there's a bit of Clasone and a bit of hand painted. This one's got calligraphy. Now, calligraphy in Chinese is an entirely different art form to painting. The artist who would do the painting doesn't do the calligraphy. They have two separate artists more often than not. I like those. I'm going to be asking 20 quid each on those, to be honest with you, so there's a profit just on these four. The Art Deco one here is going to go up for about 15. This one here is Roald Dalton. Beautiful quality cut crystal. It will be signed. There you go. See the signature there on the base. Nice and easy. You know, you got at least 10 or 15 pound there, 10 or 15 pound there. Stuart Crystal small one, probably 5 to 8 pounds. Keith Nesp there, about 8 pounds. Another one there, about 8 pounds. That one over there, 15, 20 pounds. Another one, 15, 20 pounds. Adding up into some proper profit, guys. Even these, some of these are absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Very fine, fragile, hand-blown glass in the Egyptian style. And I have an entire selection of these. And some of them are really, really pretty. I'll give you a little scan over them now. Some of them, I love the shape, almost flying saucer shape. What can I say? For what's probably around 30 pence each, I really have a no-brainer. There is no gamble here. If I just took all the good ones out for the shop and then all the rest at £1 each, I'm doing well. Okay, so I don't know what you think. Personally, I'm very pleased with my buy. Even some of these more modern ones, I think there's still going to be some market value to them because they're so decorative and pretty. I can't bring myself to just sell them all on a car boot sale. I'm going to try them at the shop. See how they go. I may take 10 down now this week. I may even take 10 in the morning, to be honest with you. Give them a wash tonight. Take 10 down in the morning. Make a bit of space somewhere. Take something off the shelf that's been there for a while. Try some of these at a £5 each or £10 each and see how we go. But I already know I have a lady that comes in and she buys a lot of crystal off me. She buys crystal every Saturday off me, and these type of things she's been crying out for. So, named perfume bottles in cut crystal, laying right up her street, and I got quite a few. Off the same gentleman I bought the collection of perfume bottles. Now I don't know how much he paid for them, but he made a profit off me, the £65, because he's the elderly man I'd buy all my stuff off. He picked these up in the morning in Merthyr Tydfil, in not, don't think it was Cyfarthfa Castle. It was either Cyfarthfa Castle or it was at the football club, because there's two in Merthyr now. I also had a jar full of marbles, a collection of marbles off him. I'm not going to pour them out, they're all modern marbles. Paid him £2 for the jar of marbles. To be honest with you, I'm probably going to chuck a fiver on them, if I can get it. If not, 3-4 quid on a boot, it doesn't matter. I didn't want to say to him, yeah, I'll take the best of the perfume bottles, or yeah, I'll take perfume bottles and leave everything else. I'll do it all the time. Sometimes I take stuff that I don't want or that's slightly overpriced. And talking about overpriced, I overpaid on the silver. Now, the perfume bottles come in so cheap, I felt guilty. He overpaid on the silver, because he does buy a lot of jewellery, silver and gold for me. Now, he bought a really nice necklace. It isn't a bad weight at all, to be totally honest with you. And he bought a ring. But he had to charge me £25 to make a profit. Now, would I have normally paid that? And the answer is no. I'm going to get £30 for the chain, and I'll probably get it £10 to £15 for the ring. So there is a profit. But the way I like to do my silver is cheap enough that if I am stuck with it, I can weigh it in. I don't like paying real good money for the silver. I like to know if I am stuck, I can weigh it in. So, but at the same time, I'm looking at it as an overall deal. 65 on the perfume bottles, 25 on the silver. He charged me £2 then for a pair of candlesticks. Now there's a pair, they're modern candlesticks, but they are designer. Design K. Hagberg and M. Hagberg. So I'm going to have to research them to see who they are, but there was a pair of those. They charged me £2 a stick for those. So that was cheap enough, and to be honest with you, if the designer turns out to be that they pull no money, again, at £1 each they can go to the car boot sale. So that's where we're at. I also had the engraved acid etched globe off him the other day, that you've already seen in another video. Now this is the base of probably a bit of Swarovski crystal, because this was in with the perfume bottles, is a gilt metal, base metal egg with Swarovski crystal jewels, or stones, whatever you want to call it. Now these are the elements, I believe, that's what they call the pattern range, is elements, I think. And I think this is a base off one of these type of things. It's not off that one, or may have been, no. But I'm going to use that as the base for the globe. Since I haven't got the glass base anymore, I'm going to literally, on there, and the globe then will sit on that. So it does work. So that's going down the shop tomorrow as the new foot for the globe, and then the globe will have somewhere to sit. So that in itself makes the globe more saleable. But I think if I averaged it out at £3 to £4 a piece, because some are going to be a fiver, some are going to be 15, and some I'm going to sell at the boot sale at £1 each. So if I said, let's say £3.5 to £4 each, I'm going to get about £400, £450 back for this little job lot here. That's not a bad return. The silver's going to return me, got to be £30 for that, and 15, so £45 on the silver. I'm hoping these are up about 10, 12 quid, but if they're not, they'll be the boot sale. So we're up over £500 for £100, less than £100 outlay. That's alright, guys. As I've said, there's a lot more work involved in shifting these, but it's alright. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to have a little look online and show you some of the examples of the Egyptian style, the Stuart Crystal, the Dalton, the Art Deco ones. I'm just going to pick a few. I'm not going to show you them all. I'm just going to pick a few to show you some of the value in them, like the Ainsley and things like that. So hopefully you'll enjoy, and then we'll wrap it up, guys. See you in a minute. Okay guys, so I'm going to start off here now with Caithness Crystal. Now I'm going to start at the top just so you can see some Caithness does pull good money. As you can see, 287, £70, £60. So some Caithness Crystal perfume bottles can pull good money. Alright, just not the ones I got. So I'm going to scroll down and you can see there, these are the range here that I have. £25 for two. Again, 20 quid for two. There's a single, I've got that one there, £15. There's a single again, I've got multiple of those, but the large ones I got, and again, £15. £12.50 for the baby. So as you can see, I'm going to get a tenner a piece on the Caithness Crystal ones. Yes, there are going to be people, if you come all the way down, selling them for nothing. There's quite a lot of them, you know, £7.95. But that doesn't matter. I'm in a shop, they haven't got to pay postage, and they're there, they can inspect them and so on. Similar with the Stuart Crystal. Again, I've done highest price first because I want you to see some of what Stuart Crystal perfume bottles can achieve. Look at that one there for £80. No, I would never have thought that. And that one there is 700 Web Cameo Stuart Medallion scent perfume bottle. Somebody liked it. They paid 700 for it. So anyway, we come down now. That one's got a box, it's 20 quid. This one hasn't, £18. And I've got quite a few large ones and the smaller version. And then we're coming down in the price range. Tenner there for the small one. I got larger than that, and they're £8.99. Little globe there, £10.99. So again, I'm going to get a tenner each. It's not unrealistic for these Stuart Crystal. And the smaller ones I'll probably do £8 each, £7 each, something like that. Very similar with the Royal Dalton. Again, you know, £15 for that one, £15 for that one, £7 for a baby, all the way down to £6 for a small one. Now the Art Deco ones, these are really interesting. Now I haven't actually found the one, I haven't even looked a minute. I've just done a search, there's 409 results for us to go through, which we'll go through together, and I thought you'd like to go through them with me. So you can see, as some of the perfume bottles come up, you can see some of the prices and the designs in the Art Deco perfume bottles of what pull money. Now obviously we're at big monies here, and some of them, you know, Resale. They don't look a huge amount, but look at that. Okay, that's real nice Bohemian glass, moulded glass by the looks of that, with fish or something on there. Czechoslovakian, that looks a lot like the malachite glass there. So look at some of the monies these are pulling. There's a malachite piece there with a nude, £177. So it gives you an idea. If you do see these Art Deco perfume bottles out there, guys, they do pull money. Huh. I talked to you about the Lalique with the doves. There you have it, lad. The double doves in the Lalique, £120. Let me just open that up to show you. We'll go back to the perfumes in just a minute. There we have it. There's the double doves in the Lalique. I've actually had this one, that's how I thought the one I had was Lalique. So, yeah, so that was interesting, nice to find that one. Unfortunately the doves I had weren't the Lalique. But again, look at the monies on this slot. Now you're coming into the range here. Now this is very similar to the one I've got, only that's larger. It's check, it's cut glass, mine is more moulded or a press type glass. But look at the money some of these are pulling, guys. You can't leave perfume bottles there if they're good. Now I know you've always got people right, will say, oh, but you can look on the eBay and see it for £1. If you're going to live by that motto, you just will give up the antiques. If people are happy to pay £50 and £100, and some idiot's happy to sell it for a fiver, there isn't going to be many of them about for people to sell them for a fiver. Just hold on, you will find the buyer for yours. Bear with me, let's see if we can find my Art Deco one. Again, malachite glass. Love that glass. Right, that's the range we're at. That's a pressed one there. Very similar to my green. So my green one's looking like it may have to go online. If they're achieving 50 quid per there, they're rubbish. And they're £45 for that. That was shocking. And there's the Doves again, and the leak. They've actually put a question mark, so that's the exact same one I got. So that's not a signed one. Same as mine. So I'm thinking I may put mine online and do the same as them, question mark. We're coming down more in line with where I think my Art Deco one should be. You know, this sort of price range, £20 to £30. We've got quite a few of these crystal ones, the faceted sides. Now I put them down as modern, I wouldn't put them down as Art Deco. But I'm not an expert in perfume bottles, I'm just buying what I like. And again, very similar to what I got, but that's cut. You can see the cutting on that, where mine is pressed. That's what we got. Very similar to that, guys. 26.80. That's about the range I'm going to be, around 20 quid. To be totally honest with you. But it is shocking to see the prices on some of these. Oh, look at that. I don't know if that camera, my camera's picking out the luminous glow of that uranium glass up, but that is beautiful. That's all way too cheap. That should have been £60, £70 in my opinion. Some of them have gone for stupid money and others haven't, and I consider that one was a good one. I got lots of these type, and again 20 quid for these. You have to have a look at mine. We're getting in the realm now of low. I got dozens of these, to be honest with you, and I mean dozens of this type, and I've been putting them in the box to go on the shelf for a fiver each. So I'm going to have to pay more attention to my perfume bottles, I think. That is the exact one I got, except mine's green, I think, or very similar to it. So that's where we're at with the Art Deco ones, guys. Now, one of the boys on Facebook did say to me, or a couple of the boys did actually, that I had an Isle of Wight studio glass one. I'm not 100% I do. I'm going to have to look at it tidy, but that's the sort of monies the Isle of Wight ones are pulling. So if it is an Isle of Wight, it's about £20. Oh. Excuse me, getting really tired now. Ainsley, again, surprisingly, some people are paying £15 per there, £14 per there, you know, £12 per there, tenner and 6 and so on all the way down, £6 there. So again, I'm going to go about £8, maybe £10 on the Ainsley. Now we got the Chinese snuff bottles. Some people have sold them as perfume bottles. Now we go to the Chinese snuff bottles, guys. Some people have sold them as perfume bottles and they've achieved anywhere between £10 and £30 each. But take close attention to these now, right? Now, I'm not saying this is what I got. They've put these down and they must be right for this type of money, right? Yeah, the Qinglong period, Markham period Chinese, snuff bottle. Well, Qinglong, you're talking mid to second half of the 18th century. So that's, you can see though, how easy you can pick them up. I've had 4 today. I don't know how old they are yet. I haven't really paid a lot of attention to them. They've just put that as a Qing dynasty. They don't even know how old it is. That could be modern. No stopper on it. take a look at these prices on snuff bottles, guys. Now I've just shown you 4 beautiful examples, but they will go all the way down to a tenner. But I've always known these snuff bottles are good money. Now you have Classone ones and you have just hand enamelled or hand painted ones. I don't know the difference on the age, guys, I'm sorry. Which are the earlier, the Classone or the hand enamelled. I shouldn't think it would make that much difference, to be totally honest with you, because they've done both for a long time. So I think it goes more on the quality of the piece and the type of decoration. Again, we're looking pretty nice. Some of these are really nice. I'm hoping to find some now like I've got. The one I got with the tiger got calligraphy on it, which was nice, and then you got the one with the birds, and this type then with almost the glass. I'm going to show you the 5 pages just so you can see, but these are something you want to start looking for, guys. You pick them up in a box for 50p and you can see the monies they pull in. Easy money, and not all of them got their tops and they're still pulling good money. And I can assure you 90% of these are going to be 20th century. Don't care what they're saying, these are not all old. A lot of them are not even dated, guys. They are literally just on the snuff bottles. And they're buying them on their decorative merits, obviously. Very similar to what I got over there with the birds. But even at the £20 a piece, you can see, you know, and these are all little snuff bottles. They're not very big, guys. So, anyway, we'll leave it there on those. What's next? Oh yeah, the candlesticks. They're crap. They sold a set of 4 for £11 and a pair for £1.50 on eBay. I'm not going to waste my time. They're going back on the car boot sale. I'll put 2 or 3 quid on and get my money back on the car boot sale. So guys, what do you think? Not a bad little collection of perfume bottles. It's going to return me some decent money. Hopefully you've had a little eye-opener on the Art Deco perfume bottles, on the type of monies they pull, and on the Chinese snuff bottles. Now I searched Classone snuff bottles, Chinese snuff bottles, but if you was to just search Chinese bottles or Chinese snuff bottles as opposed to Classone ones, you'd have glass, Peking glass, you'd have enamel, you'd have porcelain, and you'd probably see some up in the thousands. The reason I put them as Classone is because there is some Classone work on all of them, even though on some of them it's just a lot of enameling over the copper body and hand painted. They're a nice little group, and to be honest though, I may put them online and see where they go. I've got one in the shop anyway, I think at 20 or 30 pounds, so I may again take that one, put the 5 of them on eBay as a group and see if they run, and if they don't run, add them to my eBay shop. So all in all, oh look, that's another perfume bottle. All in all, I'm really pleased with it. I've decided I've separated them out into 2 boxes. I've got one box here which I'm taking down the shop now, which has got about 50 perfume bottles in that are going to be between 10 and 20 pound. I've got the rest in here that I'm going to decide
It's bank holiday weekend. I may put them out at the car boot sale first at a £5 a hit, see what I can sell at the boot sale, and whatever's left then probably knock them down on Monday at the Bessemer car boot sale. I was going through them when I packed them away. Separated all the really, really good ones. There's about 50 in there, and that's still going to be a minimum of a tenner each. So there's 500 quid in the top box. The way I look at it now after going through them, I've still got 100 in here that are going to go out at a £5 each, or between £2 and £5 each. So all in all, I'm going to do really well on this little job lot, guys. Hard work, lots of stock to shift, but you know what? You're learning something every single day. There's pieces in here that I thought, alright, they were 50p, like those modern cut glass crystal ones, and they're actually achieving a tenner. Excuse me, sorry. They're actually achieving a tenner online, so, you know. And it's always nice, to be honest with you, when you get something and you just go, oh, I'll go online and I'll have a look at the prices, just to see what they get. And then you start looking at things on eBay and think, Christ, well, I've seen them and I didn't realise they pulled that type of money. So it's good to do the research. You learn when you start looking for prices and stuff. Don't worry how run-of-the-mill something looks to you. Price it up on eBay anyway, because even when you're looking for it, even if you're right on the price, you'd be surprised what you see when you're looking for the item to compare the price. We just saw some beautiful Art Deco perfume bottles there, some of which I have actually seen and left there for £5. So, you know, it's always a learning curve. That is why we absolutely love this business, guys. Anyway, I'm going to call it there. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. It's a nice little collection, bit of research done. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed making the video. I'm so ready for bed, guys. I'm going up now in just a minute, so I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have, I would appreciate a like and a share, guys. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and let me know you've subscribed and I'll give you a thumbs up. You'll find me on Facebook. I have a page and a group. It's called AntiquesArena. I have an eBay page. It's AntiquesArena Clearance. Make sure to use the word clearance at the end of AntiquesArena. I have my own website, which I will be redesigning soon, but I have my own website, antiquesarena.co.uk and antiquesarena.com. Or you can come to the shop and see me. It's Antiques Arena, 78 Oxford Street, Mountain Ash, Charlie Foxtrot, 45, 3 Hotel Bravo. Guys, generally, thanks for watching. Good night. It's needed and long overdue.